welcome back to Yoga with Michelle. Today is the last posture in our Sun Salutation A tutorial series, and it is downward facing dog. So as you might know from my previous tutorials, that you're not just in an inverted V, there is still a lot of things happening and going on. So to break that down for you today, all you need is your mat, and let's get started. So before we get started, I'm going to talk about your hands first. So for every yoga posture that you're on your hands, you want your fingers spread really wide. You want all four corners of the palms connecting, and then you're gripping the mat with the pads of your fingers, almost like you would be gripping a basketball or a football. I don't do that because I'm not very athletic, but some of you might like that imagery. And then we're going to break it down with our arms. So with yoga, you always want to think about stacking bone on bone. So even though you're in the inverted V, you want to think about the energy coming up from the ground, moving into your biceps, your triceps, and then into your shoulders. Now you don't want your shoulders hunched around the ears. You want to relax the shoulder blades down the back into that happy place. So it can be difficult, but you want to continue to think about that. And because you're in this inverted V, you want to constantly think about your hips moving up and then back and down with the heels melting. The heels don't have to touch at all. And you can always have your knees bent, but we're going to do it together. So starting with your hands, open your hands really wide, press them down. And your shoulder width distance may be a little bit wider depending on your flexibility. You're going to tuck the toes, and then you lift the hips up, back, and down. So from here, we're starting with the hands. Notice all four corners, grip the pads, and then you feel the energy come up. So I'm not hunching my shoulders, I'm relaxing them down the back. And so really you want the inner elbows to be facing each other. So I'm going to push back and then feel my heart melting toward my thighs. Now, again, as I mentioned, your knees could be bent here, and that's totally fine. Or you can straighten the legs and then melt the heels and then press back even more. So you're still engaging through the legs, through the arms, and this is a really dynamic pose. Eventually, the more you practice, that will become a rest pose. And I know that sounds crazy because when I first heard that, I was like, no, never will that ever be a rest pose for me. It's really hard. Sometimes it's still hard, and sometimes it's a rest pose. It really just depends on the day. So as we go through your sun salutation, you go from your up dog and then straight up into your downward facing dog. So if you want to, let's go ahead and work on that transition right now. So we are in our upward facing dog right here. So we're pressing the tops of the feet to the mat. Hips are melting. Heart is lifting, and you use your core, and then you step into the feet, and you lift your hips up, back, and down. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and I will see you next time where we start working on the two major component postures that are in our Sun Salutation B. Thank you for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're getting stronger in your yoga practice each week. Like this video and subscribe for weekly yoga videos, and comment down below on videos that you would like to see in the future. And if you're looking to deepen your practice, you need help with nutrition coaching, or even strength and conditioning, check out my website at michellehinsonharris.com. The link will be down below for all of my coaching packages. And if you're also looking for exclusive content sent to your inbox each week, such as blog posts, recipes, breakdown of certain yoga postures, then subscribe to my email list at the website as well, michellehinsonharris.com. Again, thank you so much, and namaste.